Welcome to Slow and Steady, a podcast where you get to follow along as we build products in public. Each week we'll give you an honest peek into our lives as we share our struggles, our wins, and everything in between. I'm Benedicte and I'm feeling Christmassy.
And I'm Benedikt. Today is December 12th. This is episode number 193, and I'm exhausted but proud. Yeah.
Why are you proud and exhausted? And why did we not record 2 weeks ago? It's all bundled into one.
It's kind of all bundled into one, that's true. So we didn't record 2 weeks ago because I was sick that day. I woke up and had a full-on cold, was feeling miserable, tired, headache. And I didn't have a fever, but I might as well have been. It felt like that, but it wasn't. And I just felt miserable. And that basically was the culmination of a very long 2.5 month sprint to get the workflow builder out there. And in the end, I think I was just too exhausted. And the funny thing is, shortly after that, I was on a Zoom call with Jane, and the day after, she was sick as well with the same symptoms. So maybe the colds and stuff like that have adapted to remote working and can now be transmitted via Zoom calls.
I mean, that would be super smart.
That would be
from nature's point of view. That would be super smart.
Yep.
And for whoever was watching and Ben is probably now shocked. I just added a banner to this video so that streams so people can know that they should head on over to Product Hunt and vote, because you gotta.
We're not supposed to say to vote. It's just you're supposed to say to support us on Product Hunt, right?
Go vote.
Everyone knows what that means.
Go vote.
The official recommendation is to say to support, right? So
I know that's the official recommendation. I think as the person making it, it's important that you don't. But as a fan, I can say.
Oh, okay. So you're allowed
vote.
To say it, but I'm not. Okay.
I think so. But is it called Workflow by Userlist? I just made that up.
It's called Visual Workflows by Userlist. Yes, that's the thing.
Visual Workflows.
Where it's at on the Product Hunt side.
Yeah.
But yeah, we launched it and it's done. And we actually launched it last Tuesday. Last Thursday. The initial plan was to launch it last Tuesday, but then both Jane and me got sick, so we postponed it for a couple of days, and we properly launched it on Thursday. And today we're launching it on Product Hunt because we like to split those separate, launch it separately, because in the early days we launched everything on Product Hunt and that's it, and that sometimes doesn't go well, and then you're poof, it's gone. All that work and effort for nothing. So now we're doing a launch for our website and a mailing list and stuff like that, and then another launch in Product Hunt. So yeah, and it's done, and we got a lot of good feedback. As usual, we didn't get a lot of immediate signups, and there's no spike in new trials and stuff like that. But that has never been the case, except for the initial launch.
Mm-hmm.
And I think of those people, no one converted. So it's just not the type of business we are. So I'm fine with that. But we got a lot of good feedback, and I'm glad that it's done. At least the version 1 is done. And it even looked like we wouldn't be able to ship all the features we had in mind for version 1, because even on, in the end we had more days, but Friday, the week before we launched, we were still having problems with one node type that was just super complicated, and I was ready to just scrap it. I had a shitty day. I was still exhausted from being sick. There was other shit going on. And Leia was running into problems with the node type, and at some point I was like, okay, I'm calling it. We're not doing this. This one particular thing is just not going to happen. And luckily he was able to figure something out on Friday and I think on Monday. So by the time we enabled it for everyone, it was up and running and working properly. But man, in the end, it was a little bit of a decent push to get it done, which in hindsight probably also is a good thing, because it allowed us to prioritize stuff, and even making that call of like cutting that feature, even though we in the end didn't. I think, yeah, having that date there was a good idea. So yeah, it's out there, and I'm exhausted and proud.
Because you're sounding a little tired. Like, I am super excited, and you're like, right. Then we pushed it over the thing, and it's out there, you know. But then I'm also a very good fan. Like, that's one of my superpowers.
Yeah,
and it looks so good, and the marketing material looks so good, and the whole like launch thing, it just impressive.
Thank you. I mean, the looks is all Jane's work. Like,
I
no
know
matter, like,
but
nothing
it just
else. No one
shines
else
quality.
contributed.
Just shines quality. So Jane, great job. Even though I keep what's it called? Not encouraging. I keep bragging about Benedikt in my social media posts. It's mostly because my audience is mostly developers, so I kind of want to speak about like the development effort, but I do see the work that you put in, and it's lovely.
It was a true team effort. I think everyone in the company contributed at least a little thing to this, and that's just, yeah, amazing. And it felt really good to finally ship it and have everyone has been involved in this at least a little bit, and that's a great feeling. And yeah, overall, I'm happy, I'm proud. I feel like it's really solid, and the feedback we got is that it is solid, like from people who used it. And that makes me super proud, because in the end, we're like a product team of 3 with Jane on the design, me on the back end, and Leo on the front end, and being able to pull something off like this at the quality we managed to build it at. I think that's an achievement. So
it's a big achievement. It's a super big achievement. Let's just sit with that.
So yeah, that was the big thing that happened in the last couple of days, I think. Let me check my notes.
And I guess also the last couple of weeks, because you guys have been working on this for quite some time, and it's been coming like more and more towards this end goal of shipping and then a product hunt launch. And I think it's really smart what you've done with doing it in two parts. I've also realized like a little bit now with kind of the more DevRel work I do, that you kind of have to like drip it out to kind of not that it exhausts people, but just like drip it out so people have like multiple points where they can chances to get the news, and then having to like first announce it and then ask for help to kind of get the product hunt launch to happen and like be a success. I think even though you don't get, as you said, new customers straight from that, at least people will be aware of this new feature and can take that into consideration when they talk about the product to other people.
Yep.
And it gets more visible when you manage to do these like drips. And I think that's why we see these larger DevRel tools do like they call them like week launches, and they like launch a little thing on every day instead of having like one big version, whatever release. They kind of make it into a week instead of a day. And I think it's just to get that momentum and like, give people a chance to see it.
It just increased the surface area, right? Because and I think that's what we did wrong in the, like, at least a couple of times in the early days, where that's on multiple levels even. But like, I think one mistake we did in the past is like focusing so much on like this one day and packing everything in this one day and this one moment. And that's, for one, is like marketing activities, like tweeting about it and like product hunt and website and I don't know. But it's also, I think, what we did wrong or were a little bit stupid about in the past is like just packing too much into that. Like, I feel like a lot of the stuff we launched in the past was just, there was too much in it. Like, and at some point we realized that by stripping it down for the initial launch, that gives us a couple of more opportunities to launch more stuff later on, right? And this is what we're doing for this one in particular as well. Like, we have a long list of other things we want to do with the workflow builder, but we're deliberately not doing them, even though some of the stuff is already done. Like it's just behind the feature flag and it's not shipped yet, because by packing it all into one, we can talk about the launch, but not about this particular tiny new thing we also added to it. And by launching separately, we get another opportunity to talk about it and promote it. And I mean, we're probably not going to do a product time thing for all of them, but at least it's like a new announcement every now and then. And yeah, I feel like.
And also, even though you say like, oh, it's done or it could have been done, it still takes a little bit of time. So if you keep thinking like that you'll end up having the launch in 3 months with all of the things. Instead of just being like, this is what we have, it's already valuable, let's get it out there, and then we keep shipping, and you get both the benefit of people getting the features, some of the features early, and you get the marketing benefits of like dripping it out over time. So it's like, it's a win-win overall. It doesn't feel like, like a dark pattern where like we're not shipping things just so we can be, it's like, because it's still, even though it's just a simple little extra thing, it's still going to take a day or two to get it done and verify it and QA it and all of the things you need before you can just ship things. So yeah, but that's a good lesson to share with folks. And I think we forget that in the beginning, especially because it's like, oh, we're launching this thing and we want to launch it like with a big bang, and then it's like, well,
the problem with the big bang is it's like it's over in a second, right? And then the bang is gone and everyone's, what?
What? I didn't even see that.
Was there something? I think I heard something, but it's gone now, so I don't know.
And you don't know what's happening in the world. You don't know what's happening in people's lives. Like suddenly I see more and more people taking like a week off Twitter, like to just, or like off marketing, like not just Twitter isn't the only marketing channel, but like people are more, they do things like, just stay away for a week because they're got busy lives that week. And then if that's the only chance they get to see something new, or if they just like email bankruptcy on that week and then just put it all into archive, your news are never gonna get there.
Yep, true.
Yeah. But then we're participating in more news and more emails and more, but that's a discussion for another day.
Yeah. Maybe it's not helping, right?
Well, yeah, at least, as long as we don't start having automatic AI written emails that are being replied by AI bots. And but let's not go there. Nope.
Yeah. And so the other thing we did in the last couple of weeks, and that's about it with my update, and we also dusted off our website, which in hindsight was also a bit embarrassing. We've been doing a lot of content on the blog lately, and I think we also earlier this year redesigned the blog a little bit. But in preparation for this launch, like we had new screenshots for the website, like the homepage and the new feature page for the visual workflow builder. While preparing that, we, for the first time in like months or maybe even years, we looked at all the other pages and we're like, oof. Like, this is like, the design over there is slightly broken because some CSS changed months ago, and maybe that copy doesn't make any sense anymore, and that screenshot looks particularly outdated. And so we made an effort and dusted off the website a little bit, and I think that was also a good thing. It was, in parts, it was a little bit embarrassing, but I'm glad it's done, and I'm once again proud that we have a quite nice website that hopefully explains the products well enough and gives enough insights so people know what they're getting. And while I said like that we didn't get a spike in trials from the launch, at least it looks like we got more trials and more quality in trials after we updated the website. I'm not 100% sure it's related to that, but it started after we updated the website. So it might be related to that, or it's just seasonality, because December has been a good month for us in the past as well. So maybe it's that, maybe it's the website.
But I've also seen you being better at sharing work in progress updates.
We try.
No, but I mean, that could also help. Like if people have been waiting for something like the workflow builder, or like, they've been looking at looking at Userlist,
Yeah.
then when you share those kinds of updates, it's like, oh, this looks like it's coming soon. Like, let me I can't speak today. Again with Userlist, and then be ready for what's coming instead of waiting until that moment. Like there
Yeah.
could be some
Yep.
effect around there as well, but
Could be, yeah.
attribution is hard.
Attribution is very hard, yeah. But in the end, I don't. This is a stupid thing to say, but I don't mind where they're coming from as long as they're coming.
Things are coming, and as long as they're high quality.
As long as they're high quality and actually turn into paying customers. Again, it's stupid to say that, but it would be good to know and good to like make it more repeatable than it is right now. But I'm taking the signups no matter where they come from, I guess.
You should. So you want to know what's up with me?
Oh, absolutely. I heard you were viral on the socials.
I went viral on the socials, at least viral for me. That was super weird, because we've been experimenting with creating clips from the live streams, which has been a lot of fun. I'm working with Krista VA, that you also know, and they've done a great job making clips. And I come in and we like tweak them a little, and then we schedule them, and we do like some that are kind of on topic web dev wise, and then we just do like fun ones because we do a lot of chit chat and things happen on these live streams. And one day we were live streaming, and 5 minutes to go live time, IKEA called me and were like, hey, we have a delivery. And I was like, no, absolutely no. I scheduled this for Monday. You're not coming today. Luckily, it was just like a part of the delivery, a little bag with some light bulbs, because somehow that got its own shipment. So we made a clip of that, and that got 2,500 views. So for me, that's viral. I mean, it's not viral for other people, but for me, 2,500 views is a lot more than 92 or like 30, which is more what we've been seeing. So that was fun. Also gave a lot of new subscribers. And we haven't really lost any of those subscribers since they came, and we're just still consistently getting a lot of subscribers from these clips. So the other clips are like, doing, now I don't remember, but like some are like 500 and some are like 100, and but just like consistently putting them out there. And people always say that you don't really know what's going to stick. And I also think we scheduled, and then that wasn't planned, but the IKEA clip came out around Thanksgiving. I think Thanksgiving weekend. So a lot of people were just probably sitting at home, like watching, shorts just for fun. And this was like a little bit of a fun rant, and that seemed to gain traction. So that was fun. But just doing the clips has been working really, really well. And I think it's really fun to work at, like finding these like fun little clips. And we're sharing them on YouTube Shorts and LinkedIn and Instagram Reels. And I now also have a TikTok channel or a TikTok account.
Also doing it on TikTok.
I have not told anybody. I have one follower. So we're just like throwing all of the clips that we've ever made on there to see. And they've been consistently getting 370 views without any followers or anything. So it's quite interesting just like seeing what works. And we're going to do some research into what kind of like hashtags and what works on different places, and kind of seeing how this could work. Because I think if we're going to do this live stream, I don't expect that many people to show up for every live stream. But if we can make these clips, and some can be educational and some can be fun, some can mention products, some don't, like, I think it could be like a fun edutainment type of mix, and like get us to the place where we can get consistently good sponsors and actually get to do these building product public projects like I want to.
Yeah, that sounds like that could work.
It would be, yes.
Just make it on TikTok, like become the superstar on TikTok, and you're good.
But I'm trying to be like very mindful about, making the content that you want to make, and not get sucked into like the algorithm. Because I see like what's really doing well are these like skits where you like have these like fun, like you act out different like fun things that happen to developers, or like, and yeah, I don't want to do that.
Do the Cassidy Williams thing.
Oh, I haven't seen hers, but I haven't seen some that she shared on Twitter, which are really fun. But I don't know. I don't know why I don't want to see. This is like I say, like I don't want to do that, and then maybe it's just because I'm jealous of them. So no, I'll do them. But I'm trying to make at least things that I enjoy making. Like I really enjoy streaming, and this is a byproduct of the streams, and it's very sustainable, and it's and if we can get a following that likes that, then we can actually just keep doing that instead of trying to make something that maybe would get more followers and more views, but then you have to keep making something that you don't enjoy making. So if we can make it work with something we enjoy, that would be a lot better. And I would like to get into making more edited videos as well with topics from the streams. Like we see like, oh, like we were doing forms and how like HTML forms work by themselves out of the box, like no JavaScript needed. And like that could be a really fun edited video now that I've spoken about it on stream and done an email, and like it's starting to mature in my head. Like I could make a video out of that would be very educational and good, hopefully. So that's the plan. But other than that, sad news, but also kind of good news, because I've been grappling with should I stay at the bank or not. And as you've heard on this podcast before, is that I just really, really love the team. We had just like built up trust and speed and like all of the good stuff. And I was like, okay, I'm going to stay till Easter because of the team. It's like a really good team. And we managed to ship last week out into production, which is awesome. But the bank is going contractors are out. So they are cutting back to bare minimum. So I am out together with another person from the team. And we're all very sad. Like we were like crying almost on Teams. So that was very sad, but I'll hopefully, at least the one other guy I was like looking for a new gig in January was like, you can come and we can like co-work at my space, like figure out what we're doing. But so I either have to find another style of gig, which is like a 50% development gig, or just get this DevRel as a service bus up and running. But I was like, oh, I have time. Like I have till Easter, like this bank job is so nice. And I was like, no, okay, gotta get this to become a moneymaker. But that's the way of being a contractor. We have in our way 1 month, I guess you can get like fired, and that goes both ways, and that's why I love it. So I'll never stuck in a place.
You're not actually complaining.
No, but it's like it's sad with it because like
sure,
like you have a very good team that you like really enjoy working with, and that kind of makes a lot of the other things like, okay, other things are not perfect, but like seeing that together we can like make stuff. And that it's opened my eyes to that I probably need to work more in teams. And now that I have I got 2 VAs doing different things, that is also, I've been realizing like I really enjoy that there's more like 2 people doing the thing and kind of collaborating and all of, I don't know, I'm not a lone wolf, I'm realizing. And which is surprises nobody, obviously.
It is kind of surprising for developers to say that, let's be honest.
But I also think that, listener, or if you've listened for a long time, like I've had family issues, like with my mom getting Alzheimer's, and it's been like a lot of process around that and a lot of admin work. And I haven't really been wanting to collaborate with a lot of people. I've been like, okay, I just want to do my thing. Just let me code alone. But that is kind of settling. And I'm realizing like, oh, I actually do want these people in my life, just friends and family, and also more colleagues. But, different seasons of life, I am guessing. So yeah, that was my DevRel Queen Ray update, I guess. And then it's like full steam forward. And I've been working on this Framer integration for a long time. And then finally, I think I said that last time too, but now really finally things really clicked into place. And suddenly we both have a code component that is being reviewed. And I managed to make what's called a remix template. So I am getting to know how things work in a no code field. Like you don't create packages and then you deliver them to NPM or to any other place and then they download it. You kind of make these projects and then other people can remix them so they kind of get a copy. The unfortunate thing about that is that you can never update, because they just like get a copy in time. But that's how it's done in most places. So when after doing all this coding work for this code component, as they call it, I had all the code to like do the rest of it. So it's like click, 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 and we can like, oh, we have like a full story now for Framer users to use that setup with Framer. And just don't sleep on Framer, people. It's so, I mean, it's just like, we can just all stop working, really, because like you just drag and drop and you have a full functioning web app, really, because it's React components behind the scenes. So if you have a little bit of coding chops, you can just, I don't know what to say. Like these designers are gonna kill us. They're gonna kill our jobs.
I've recently come across a website. Like we were thinking about like doing more like a developer oriented page on our website. So we were researching like those developer oriented products a little bit on their websites. I came across a website that we really liked, and then I was like, okay, inspect code, and I was like, oh, that's all Framer. That's impressive. Like it's entirely built with Framer. It's responsive, it's nice animations. What blew my mind is there was a section on it where it looked like there are screenshots of the app, and then I was resizing the window to check like how responsive it is, and I was like assuming that the images would just scale, but no, there weren't images. There were real instances of the application UI, and the entire application UI in the screenshot was like responding responsively to what I was doing. Well, that was insane.
It is insane. And I'm seeing now, because I'm exposed to kind of the community, I'm seeing what these usually quite young designers are able to do, because they have the eye and you can kind of draw out, but it's more component based than that. So it's not like a fully just like endless canvas and you can do whatever you want. There are some constraints, but they are not that limiting. And it's made to make really nice and slick looking UI, and you get all of Framer Motion, which is a package you could use in your own project for free with Framer. So all of these like smooth, everything that makes like a website these days feel just a little bit extra. Like you get that with Framer if you have an eye for design. I mean, you and I, even though we're not the worst people, we would still kind of like probably get lost and just make something that, doesn't look that great. But I see these young designers and they're doing that, and then they're picking up code on the side, and then they're like, I'll just tweak here and I'll just tweak there. So I feel like this is like the new WordPress. Remember how people like started a blog and then how do I do this with CSS? And then they learned to code, and that was their like gateway into coding. Or I think for a lot of Americans, it was Neopets. I never used that, but that was the thing. I feel like Framer is really a place where people are going to be designers first, or like just wanting to make websites first. And then they're like, oh, I want to do this little tweak. And they can just add create their own React component and drag it onto the screen. And that is and I just feel old and outdated.
Yeah.
So, and then our designer at Outsera, he was like, oh, we need to have a better brand studio or something. I don't know what we're going to call it, but like a place to kind of configure your brand settings for Outsera, because you can make, email sign up forms, and you can make your login and your sign up and your profile. We have like embeds for that, and we want one place to kind of unify, so you can like make one design that works for all of these. And then our developers do have a lot to do, and he was like, I'll just start playing around in Webflow, which is kind of his tool of choice. And then he shows up for our like Monday meeting with a fully functional demo in Webflow.
Nice.
And I was like, and you're not a coder? He's like, no, I just did a little bit of JavaScript. I'm like, okay.
So we at the stage where JavaScript is not coding?
I think so. Like PHP was not coding, it's And he knows CSS super well. So what he was doing, it was like he's got a lot of it. Like he made the inputs he wanted in Webflow, I think, like designing them in Webflow. And then he had a little bit of JavaScript and updating the CSS for the preview on the other side of the screen. And it's like, okay, so we just need to replicate this now then with just pure code. It's never going to look as good, but no, we're going to make it look as good. But yeah, there is a lot of things happening in that space, and I think it's going to be very interesting. And I think it's Framer that also has like an AI component where you can tell it to create a page, and it creates a page for you.
Yeah. TLDR, TLDraw.
Yeah.
Like they recently had a fun experiment on their website where you would like hand draw a little bit of UI, and then you had to put in your OpenAI key and press a button, and it would like make the thing in like just make the thing. Like one of the examples I vividly remember was someone was drawing like 2 lines, like similar to like a range slider, and put labels on them with rotation and scale, and then a box below it, and then press the button, and he had a small app with like 2 range sliders, and when you move the range sliders, the box would rotate and scale. And that's just from that one thing. That was kind of impressive.
Yes. I tested that a little bit. And it's really funny how he blew up with that. And we know, because we had him on the show like a year ago or something, or like a year and a half ago, talking about TLDraw, which is an amazing like open canvas, infinite canvas, I think is the word, diagram tool. But there were some people who were like, yes, but he's been consistently pushing this product, and it was ready for like doing this fun experiment. And I think in the same way that you felt when you had some of the data models in place, it's like, oh, we can add this, no problem. And he was very lucky not lucky because it was taking effort, but he had like a data model for this infinite canvas that was really perfected, and they can now add features really fast. And it's the same thing in TLDraw. You can come with your own React components. That is like where they want to go next. And that's, I don't think they've launched that in the regular version, but in like if you go to GitHub and use that version, I think that's what's driving this. You draw on one side and you get a component on the other side, and you can see a preview of that component because it's React code, and they've already created a canvas that lets you just drop in a React component, and then it renders on your canvas, and then you can see the code in another component that shows the code. So it's really cool to see, like, the name of our show. He's been like slowly and steadily building this product, and like suddenly it's got super powers because he's been like stacking the bricks. Let's use all the metaphors.
Yes. Taking the bricks up the stair step.
Yes.
And taking it slow and steady.
Carrying bricks slow and steadily up the stair stepping approach. Yes. Yeah. And then you're going to kill me for this next update, and then we're going to leave it at that.
And then we're done. Okay.
And then we're done because then I'm dead. But I've had a VA help me with just marketing posts in general. I'm like testing out being more consistent with the help of others. And I was like, find things that I've said in the past and reuse it. And she really, really liked, this is somebody I'm contracted in Norway. She really liked the, like POW. So she started like pushing out a lot of posts about POW. And then I was like, well, let's reel that back in. I don't know what, like, I don't know. But in like the week or two she did that, I had 4 new customers. I was like, what? So now I'm like rethinking my whole life. So I'm already doing that. I haven't checked if they've churned or not, but consistently, obviously, gotten less customers since people have churned, and we haven't done any marketing. But then I was like, this thing that doesn't want to die. But then I was like, will it ever like be get enough customers. But then like 4 customers in like a week and a half, that's pretty good. From like 4 posts. That's like 1 customer per post, and they have to pay up front. So I was like, this needs to be taken into considerations when I do my planning for 2024.
Well, I guess just have her do more posts like that and then see if the trend continues. Because, I mean, if you think about it, it's marketing and it's not anything product development related.
I know. So if I could get like 10 or 20 new customers, I could like be very motivated to do some coding for that.
Or just not care because it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Also true. But then I've also been thinking that like with the kind of building public focus that we're trying to have now and like getting sponsorships and all of those things, like in periods in between sponsored projects and new projects, like it would fit with being like, oh, let's do 4 weeks of POW work. And then let's start on a new project. And then let's do 4 weeks of POW work on the live streams or just like as a theme. And it could like fit in like that. Because as you said, like it doesn't really, like I would love there to be lots of new features and things that I've been like dreaming of that I never got to start. But since it's already, I'll have to see if anyone sticks around though. But like if people are becoming customers and they do stick around, then I don't have to create all of them. And if you just have a long-term view, like within 5 to 10 years, I can make all the features I've dreamed of if I do them in like 4 weeks, little sprints throughout the years. And it would be good marketing for building public and like what we're able to do and stuff like that. But yeah, lots of thoughts as always. And it's soon the new year. And what will I be when I grow up? Yeah.
But I mean, that's cool that that was that easy to get like for new customers for POW. I mean, that speaks for the product, I guess, and doesn't speak for your marketing skills.
Well, the thing is, I have marketing chops for other people. It's just so scary to market for your own things. It's my baby. True. I don't want to market and get customers, and then they tell me they don't like it, and then I feel bad, and then and all of that. Yeah.
But I guess now that you have someone doing the marketing for you, you're good.
So this is, I think I mentioned this the last time when I talked about like the book Buying Back Your Time. One of his like big points, which I really resonated with, is that having a VA or somebody helping you out, but like he talks about VAs and a lot of people in their industry, this comes in the form of a VA, is that it takes a lot of the emotion out of it. And that is exactly what I am like experiencing, because also with the clips, like I kind of know like which clips I want to have, but if I started doing the work of like finding them, I would probably spend a lot of just like emotional energy on like, is this good enough? Like, should I not? Like, what do I want to do? But when somebody else creates the initial drafts, it's kind of like decided we're going to do this if I don't kill one of them, and I'll be like, let's not do that. And then I can just go in and refine a little bit. And it takes so much of kind of the emotional part. And the same thing with kind of marketing on LinkedIn or creating content based on content I've made before. So it's not like it's not mine, but it's also, but it takes away a lot of that. Should I say this? And like, do I feel and how and all of that. And his big example is if somebody asks you, because he wants the VA to take over your calendar. So if somebody asks you, like, if you have time for this, or if this is a project that could be interesting to you, they will just say no on your behalf. And then you don't have to be like, how should I phrase this in a way? And like, do I want to do it? And then you end up saying yes, because you just don't know how you should say it. So, it's been an interesting experiment.
That's a good point. Especially I could never, and that's also why Krista is doing the snippets we post on socials for this particular podcast, because I mean, I can do some of the editing, like cutting it, but like if I would have to go back and listen to the entire episode to identify the snippets that are good and funny or whatever on this particular episode, that would be miserable. Because, like, for one, even after years of doing the podcast, listening to myself is still kind of weird. I think it will never be not. But then, like, listening to it, you start to questioning what you did, and maybe next time I should focus more on doing the less as and less and I don't know, fewer hesitations and stuff like that. And at some point, you're just like overthinking everything, and because it's also involved in like creating the source material, you're like overthink creating the source material. And same with marketing a product. I mean, it's this funny saying that like doing a screencast for your product is the best way to find all the bugs and imperfections, because suddenly you realize what's broken and stuff like that, which in a way that's good, but at some point you get like you're not getting anywhere with like the marketing material, because like, you keep obsessing about like a small detail that probably no one else notices. And if you're doing that, if someone else is doing that, they probably won't notice that little thing that you might notice because you built it, but everyone else doesn't care.
But also they can't go back and fix it. Like,
and they can't go back and fix it.
You know that, I'll stop the screen recording and then I'll go and fix that bug, get it into production, and then I'll do the video.
And then I find the next thing, right?
And then you're like, then I'll do the video, but somebody else's job is to make the video. Will kind of work around whatever problem they find, because they can't go and fix it today. So they would have to maybe wait a week, or they would need to communicate that. And, you know, but as kind of the craftsperson, you can be like, oh, I'll just redo that. And that's not, So get a VA. That's all I got to say. Or two.
Or two, or three.
Three.
You get a VA. You get a VA.
Everybody gets a VA. This is a good clip, by the way.
Well, maybe you should start doing clips as well.
Who knows? Well, Krista's getting really good at clips, so.
Well,
you know.
Let's see.
Let's see. Oh, well, I think that's it. This was a long one.
This was a long one. And yeah, it's been a while, and it's going to be the last one for this year. Doesn't compute, right?
This year needs to be longer.
I mean, in theory, we could squeeze one more in, but I think it's second Christmas holiday next time we would record, and that's a public holiday around here, at least. I'm not sure about Norway. Is it a public holiday?
It's a public holiday. Yeah, the second is a public holiday. Yeah, but then because I saw that then if we switch up, so if we do it in 3 weeks, we'll start on like the first Tuesday of January and that of the new year, and that is not a public holiday in Norway.
I don't think it's one in Germany either. No, it's not.
Yeah, so then we can just start at the beginning of the year, and then we'll do every other week from there on out. You won't get rid of us yet.
We keep going.
We'll keep going.
Cool. Well done to everyone listening. Enjoy your holidays. Celebrate. Have a nice new year. And see you on the other side, I guess.
Yeah. See you around the interwebs in the new year.
Yep. If it's still around.
If it's still around.